What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. We are checking out the comeback of Everglow with a concept that is like seeing this first visual is holy smokes. I'm so excited. I'm so intrigued. The music video is called Zombie. Before actually checking out the music video, we will be reacting to the prologue as well. So without further ado, let's get into it.
In the vast universe, our Earth is just a tiny spot. They misunderstand each other, fight a lot,
Yeah.
and hold deep grudges. It's like trying to hold into a love that's already slipped away.
Okay. Okay. Holy shit, she looks insane in that laugh. A little bit of, maniacal to it, which I really, really appreciate. Not gonna quite call it Harley Quinn because I'm kind of like getting tired of, comparing everyone to Harley Quinn. But I fucking love the look of this concept. Like the hair is absolutely incredible. The setting is insane. Comparing holding to a grudge as like holding to a love that has slipped away is something that I never thought about, but it does make a lot of sense in some capacity. So without further ado, let's get into the Zombie music video. Damn. Everybody on their phone. Whoa. Whoa. Getting some Kill Bill vibes with the eye patch. Or Galley vibes. Oh my. Holy shit. I did not expect this concept in oh my god. Not in a million years. This is awesome.
Thanks to you, let me try, but I'm just living now. Thanks to you, 또 감정으로 멍들어가.
Oh, holy sh. Oh, the sass on the zombie there. Oh, the choreo was so dope, and like the shakiness. Whoa. Oh my god, this is... Oh, it's a black hole. Holy shit, that is so cool. What the fuck?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message.
It's a flatline. Holy shit. What the shit? This is such a seductive concept. Wait, let's take it back. Like, damn, that scream made me feel like we're about to get a breakdown. Sorry, the metalhead in me just...
Please record your message.
Damn. The flatline was so... Oh my god. Holy shit. This was incredible. I never expected this kind of a concept from Everglow, not in a million years. And this is such a well done concept. Like, not even talking about the freaking, like, the wigs and all that kind of stuff and like the aesthetic of this music video, but the way they get turned into a zombie, holding, as the prologue talked about, like holding on to a grudge is like kind of like holding on to a love that has slipped away, and then having that black hole in you that led to a voicemail on the other end, and the voice message that you leave as a flatline because the love is basically dead. You flatline, the phone gets shattered and is filled with blood, almost like a crime scene because you stabbed me right in the heart by leaving me and all that kind of stuff. You turned me into a zombie because I held on to something that wasn't there to begin with, or that wasn't there anymore. This concept was so incredibly well done. And like the screaming right before the phone flatlined, and like the intro itself to this music video with all the girls being on their phones, almost like trying to hang on to like memories, maybe going through photos of like this, much like the lyrics say, going through memories, like memories are like a poison, spreading memories is like a poison or something like that. Like, you're trying to hold on to that love by remembering all those memories, and all that does is spread like poison because you think of the times that you were happy together, but those times are no more. So you're just kind of like making your brain go for a loop. So maybe that's what the girls were doing in the beginning when they were going through like the phones, like zombies, basically feeding into that phone, feeding into like the IV bag and all that kind of stuff, on the breathing machine, like being kept on basically almost some kind of a form of life support that this phone is, like the memories potentially, or like the voice, or like kind of like being obsessive in a way, being turned into a zombie. I thought this concept was so incredibly well done. Holy shit. I love the fact that this entire song was about building moods, building a vibe of like almost like a horror environment inside my own head, but not necessarily turning the girls into like literal fucking horror movie zombies. It's more so about kind of like the painful experience of breaking up, and what those memories that were once powerful and beautiful turned me into a zombie. As like the chorus, when it hits, the hatred builds up in the eyes. You see they're literally filled with blood. They almost like turn into literal zombies. Then you have like the heartbeat, them dancing inside of the heartbeat itself, them constantly using that phone as almost like a form of like life support again. I thought was really really amazing. Like the actual dance was so insanely like seductive and playful. Like their facial expressions is very very fierce. Like literally being hooked up on that phone, much like being hooked up on that IV. Like it's the same. It's the only thing that is keeping me is it's those memories that are keeping me alive. And then the hatred is what turns me into a zombie because we broke up. So and they talked about like your cruel lie. So like the romantic interest did something to build all of that angst and build that hatred for them because they loved them so much that it turned them into a zombie when he became an ex. Um, I and like the scream towards the end and like the bloody screen as I'm trying to hold it was really really interesting. Like I'm trying to hold on to that phone and all it did is create a black hole in my heart basically. So you turn me into a zombie because a zombie doesn't in this scenario doesn't have a heart, so everything is being swallowed up much like a black hole that leads to that voice dialing machine. And the interesting part about like the whole phone call scene is that we see like not just the flat line but we also see the word exit, we see the heart. So it's almost like kind of like the phone represents the heart that is bleeding out because it flatlined and because it is dying because of this cruel breakup. But also like exiting the love, maybe it's supposed to represent the fact that I am dead to you or you are dead to me. And like the whole shot with like the black hole that was created because of this relationship is so freaking cool, and them literally dancing in a bloodstained hospital room is also really 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 cool. The lights are flickering back and forth to create that zombie-esque horror environment, but they're not going full-blown horror because they don't need to. Like the horror environment, the zombie theme is not to represent them being literal zombies, but just to represent the fact that sometimes a breakup turns you into a zombie because you become emotionless and you become lifeless. And that phone is such a cool representation of like the heart because that phone is the only means of communication that I ever that I have with this person. This phone holds all of the memories. This phone holds a key for me to communicate with this person, to hear his voice, or to, you know, try to maybe be manipulated by him, or to kind of like let myself, I don't know, there's lyrics of cruel lies and stuff like that. So, you know, maybe being cheated on, maybe like a very rough, toxic kind of a breakup that made it feel as if I fell in love with someone that was absolutely horrible for me, and that in the end, you know, my love for them turned me into a zombie because I have no more love to give to anyone else, so I flatlined. I really don't, I really don't know. Like this was absolutely awesome. I love the fact that the song is not about rapping. Everglow has some incredibly talented rappers. It wasn't about that. It was about building atmosphere, building suspense, building almost like a cinematic quality. This music video is like 100% instrumental in creating that vibe that the song has, and in emphasizing the vibe rather that the song has. And I absolutely loved it. It wasn't about being bombastic and having something super anthemic, which Everglow is absolutely capable of. It's about showing you a completely different side of myself and going so dark and so visceral. And really the build up towards that last chorus, the entire song, like their vocals were really about setting a tone of darkness, and there's like the slight like playfulness inside that darkness. There's like slight seduction in it. The choreo, same thing can be said about it. And like the whole addiction part and how phones influence us, but more so the phone as being a means of communication to that toxic person, and also a means of viewing all of our memories together, and almost like using that phone as a lifeline, was really 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 interesting. Like, this is honestly, on the first listen, one of my favorite songs of the year, I would say. And maybe even my, I don't know if first, but possibly my second favorite song by Everglow. And I have a hard time deciding which one is my first, but this is definitely in the top three at the very least. This was absolutely incredible. And I love that they took a chance, they took a risk with going into a song that is not about being bombastic and throwing super catchy choruses that are very anthemic and super like fun and like groovy, and creating like an um a party of a song. It's something that Everglow obviously did before, but this was about kind of like sending a message that we can go dark and we can go the opposite way, and we can still, no pun intended, slay the fuck out of it. And they did a phenomenal job with this one. So I don't know what else to say. This is definitely one of my favorite music videos of the year. This is one of my favorite songs of the year, and definitely one of my favorite Everglow songs in general. So if you enjoyed it, let me know in the comment section. And let me know how you felt about the reaction, the song itself, how different it was from what you were expecting. Let me know all of your thoughts on this concept, and I will catch you all in the next one. Be well and safe wherever you are. See ya.